Welcome back, boys and girls. We are going to go over our high frequency words. We are going to practice those sight words that have the tricky parts. And we're going to learn a couple of new ones today also. So the first thing we're going to do is go over the words that we've already learned. Remember on my cards that the dots underneath tell you how many sounds are in that word. And look for those heart parts if there's any that you need to try to remember what the sound is by heart. Remember, if the word doesn't have a heart part, you can just sound it out like normal and just read the word. All right, hopefully you've been practicing these at home, and hopefully you will know some of them without sounding them out. So we're going to try that first. Okay, here we go. And, very good. Yes. Like, that bossy E at the end. Likes, we just add that sound to the word like. You, O-U, say ooh. See, is, to, that heart part, that O says ooh. Do, no, this is an open syllable, so that O says a long vowel sound. We, for, has, this is made of two words, remember? Can, not, cannot. Have, that, remember that we read TH together, that makes one sound, that's our digraph. That, the, with, that time the digraph is at the end, with, are, that one's tricky, we just have to remember that whole word together, are. I have that heart above the R to help us remember that it says are. Of, those heart parts, the O says the F says v, of. Said, and now more open syllables. He, remember in an open syllable word, the vowel is at the end by itself, there's nothing after the vowel, and that vowel is going to make the long vowel sound. E, he, go, me, my. Remember in this open syllable word, the Y says the long I sound. My. And these other two words, come, k, silent E, O says like upper. Here, ear, here. All right, so our first word we're going to do is, I'm just going to show it to you because we've been practicing these open syllable words because it is also an open syllable word. Let's look at this word. I see a digraph. SH, we read that together. One sound, shh. And the E at the end, open syllables, make the long E sound, E. Shh, E, she. She is my friend. All right, so the first word we're going to learn today has a heart part in the middle of the word. The word is look. Say that word with me. Look. Very good. Stretch it out. Look. And count those sounds. L, k. Look. So those three sounds. L, k. So I'm going to draw 3 lines on my board to tell me that I've got 3 sounds, 3 letter pieces to match with the sounds that I hear. All right, let's think about those sounds that we hear. L, k, l. I know L says l. That's kind of a new sound. I'm gonna skip that one. L, k, k is a K for that k sound. C also says k, but in this word, we're gonna use the K. L, k. This is the part we have to know by heart. This is a new sound. Kind of makes a like someone's punching you in the belly. O, O. Together say Look. This is the part we have to know by heart. We have to remember that silly, funny, different sound. Look. Very good. Here's what it looks like on my card with that heart part. 3 sounds in the word. Look. All right, good job. All right, so our other new word also kind of has a new sound in it. The word is put. Put. Say that together. Put. And count those sounds. There's that sound again. There's going to be something we have to remember about that. 3 sounds again. So I'm going to draw 3 lines. Now I match the letters to the sounds and the letters that I know for sure. Is the first sound I hear. P says I'm going to skip that We just learned that O can say but in this word it's a different letter. Is the last sound. T says t. Now this part in this word is not O like we had in the word look. We have to remember another letter. In this word, it's a U. The vowel sound can also be spelled with a U sound. So that's another part that we have to know by heart. We have to remember that that U can also say sometimes. Just like put. Good. All right. So that is tricky, tricky, tricky. So why we have that heart word? Put. All right, because it makes a different sound. The other word we're learning today is the word want. Say want. Good, now stretch it out. Want. Let's count those sounds. Want. Do that with me one more time. Want. There's 4 sounds in that word. 4 sounds. I'm going to draw 4 lines because I've got 4 sounds I need to match letters with. Those sounds. Want. Want. I hear first. W says I'm going to skip that part. That's the hard part. On. Good. Now I hear here. On. I know the letter O says the short vowel sound of O says but in this word, it is an A. Want. I have to remember by heart that A says That A is going to say okay? Want. Want. All right. I can also put this another sound at the end of this word. Sometimes we see this word in our books with an S at the end. If I add that sound, want. I add that 5th sound in there, wants. Wants. It's real quick sounds. It's hard to hear both of those separate. Wants. Okay, so you can read that a lot too. My brother wants to go outside. But if you say in a group, we want to go outside. Want. All right, so we've got one more word. The word is saw. Say saw. Stretch that out. Saw. And now count those sounds. S, There's 2 sounds in that word. All right, saw. So now we are going to match the letters to those sounds that we hear. Saw. S. I hear s first. S. And then I hear This is the heart part in this word. 2 letters make this sound. 2 letters make this sound. Remember we had E and C? Those 2 E's together made one long E sound. In this word together, AW says saw. Now this word can mean 2 different things. You can say you saw something with your eyes, and you can also use a saw to cut down a tree, right? It's spelled the same way. Saw. So when you read it, you will remember that AU says like the short O sound. I have that written on that card there for you. 2 sounds, but that aw sound is spelled with 2 letters, A-W, saw. Great job, boys and girls. I'll see you next time when we'll review those new words. Bye-bye.